It is only a difference in the calendar. First, people believed or knew that the year may be 365 days and 1/4. But according to the Gregorian calendar, there was a difference of 11 minutes. Through hundreds of years, they began to have a difference of 13 days. It is not a religious difference or a dogmatic or theological difference, but only the calendar.
Copts prepare for Easter by fasting 55 days.
The Lent in our church consists of 3 fastings. The 40 days which our Lord fasted, this is the Lent. And added to the Lent, at the end, we have the Holy Week. And before the 40 days of the Lent, we have another week. That week is preparing people by a certain fasting in order when they fast in the Lent, they may be prepared first. And also as a kind of recompensation for the Saturdays and Sundays in which we don't fast. I mean, we are vegetarians during the fasting, but during Saturdays and Sundays we can eat in the morning. For this, we can have a replacement of another week added to the Lent.
Concerning the Holy Week, or Zwa al-Alam, Week of Pain, it is a week of prayer in which specific events in the last week in the life of Jesus Christ are commemorated. It starts with a Mass on Palm Sunday, Had al-Za'af, at which a priest or bishop blesses fronds of a palm tree. As in the early church, a procession forms with the clergy bearing the cross, incense tapers, and palm fronds, and moves around the church, praying at each altar, the principal icons, and their liqueries. Reconciliation prayers are said. Palm fronds are woven into crosses and are hung on the front doors of houses. These designs are sold at street corners near churches throughout the country. Also, starting the day and for a whole week, no funerary services take place for the dead. Therefore, at the end of the prayers, a general funerary service is conducted. following Thursday, a 6-hour Mass is conducted, in which, in addition to the offertory, which is present in every Mass, a liturgy of the blessing of water and the washing of the feet of worshippers is performed by priests, and that symbolizes humility that Christ had taught to his disciples.
مستحق ومستوجب مستحق ومستوجب لنا حقا بالحقيقة مستحق ومستوجب لأنك بالحقيقة مستحق وعادل أكرمك أرفعك أباركك أمجدك أسجد لك أشكرك في كل زمان لأجل الخيرات التي صنعتها معنا أنت الإله الحقيقي وحدك الكائن منذ البدء الذي أظهر المياه في علانيه الذي جعل المياه كثيرة في فلك السماء هؤلاء يباركون اسمك القدوس يا ملك الخليقة كلها يا يسوع المسيح نسجد لك أيها الجالس على كرسي المسيح الذي تسجد له جميع القوات المقدسة إن الملائكة ورؤساء الملائكة والرئاسات والسلطات والكراسي والربوبيات وكل أرواح القدام وكل الجمع غير المحصى من القوات الملائكية هؤلاء القيام أمامك بخوف ورعد يسبحون عظماتك
The following Friday is Good Friday, called Al-Jum'ah Al-Hazina.
For the Holy Friday, we begin the prayers from the early morning and we leave the church about 7 o'clock in the afternoon, having many hymns, many selections from the Bible, and we celebrate every hour of that great occasion of the Holy Friday, trying to remember our Lord day by day and minute by minute and step by step, remembering all what happened on every day of the Holy Week.
400 kneelings are performed in the 4 directions, repeating the words Kyrie eleison 400 times. The words are Greek, meaning God have mercy on us. That ends by the burial act, simulating the burial of Christ. night, other prayers including the reading of the Apocalypse are performed. It is the Abu Ghalamis night. This is followed by Sabt al-Nur, Saturday of Light. After midnight, the fast is broken, and on Sunday there is a feast, Easter, or the Feast of Resurrection. The service of Thanksgiving starts at about 7 o'clock in the morning and goes on until midnight. The priest is robed in full ecclesiastical attire with stole and crown, and the assisting clergy form a semicircle around him as he stands in front of the elaborately adorned sanctuary screen. Special prayers are said for the troubled and ailing, for the river Nile, and the fruits of the earth. The resurrection act is performed by opening the door of the sanctuary to reveal the holy inner chambers, with the altar which symbolizes the rolling away of the stone from the tomb where Jesus was buried. The priests and the clergy forthwith raise their crosses and banners high in jubilation and process round the church. A Holy Communion follows, where the members of the congregation receive the Eucharist. Then they leave church uttering such phrases: Christ has risen, and indeed he has risen. Easter is a time of almsgiving. It's also a time for merrymaking by children. It's a time for fellowship and love.
We are conservatives. We keep all the traditions of the apostolic age and of the days of the fathers